Okay, alright, now, let me plug this in real quick. It has been a minute since I was live on this channel, right? It's been a bit. Let me just see what I've got over here. Okay, I think, not entirely sure, pushing the live button there actually worked. Alright, I'm rusty. It's been a minute. Let's see here. Kind of want to put the volume down a little bit on that. Let's reduce that just a little bit. Yep. Okay. Alright, now, let's see here. Turn that on, and yeah, we're good to go. Alright, perfect. So, basically, what I want this stream to be, I don't know who's going to come through because this is completely impromptu. But I recently got access to the latest build. Yo, Brandon, how's it going, man? How you been? Right? We recently finished up on a new build of Nexus, and I just wanted to sort of showcase it. Yo, Ari, how you been? What's good? And because I'm so used to calling you Tyler now, I was about to say Tyler instead of Alexus. How you doing, bro? What's good? Yeah, it's good to see you guys. How's everybody been? This is not off the press. Bro. But yeah, no. It is, I've been in hiding, working on hot off the press. That makes a lot more sense, right? I've been in hiding, working my ass off on this game, right? And I'm so happy because it's starting to come through. It's starting to look good. Hey, yo, Storm Raven with the membership off rip. Hey, yo, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm out here, right? The game has gotten to a great spot. So I wanted to showcase it. I know the title says it's almost done. It's still got a ways to go. I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? The first demo will be ready in 4 months is what it's looking like, right? Where you can play a full game with the loaded effects. I negotiated the last contract with the guys I have developing it today that's gonna lead us to the demo. So that's all locked down. So now that I have a concrete timeline for when the first demo is gonna be ready, that's why I'm like, okay, now I can start saying stuff. Now I can start talking, because in 4 months we're gonna have a demo on our hands, which I'm then gonna be able to start like pitching. I'm gonna do potentially a Kickstarter around it just to be like, oh hey, this is a game that can be played. It exists, it works, so on and so forth. So I just wanted to sort of show you guys around and show you what's up with it, right? Yo, so let's come through like the WWE wrestlers at Javier Woods. Hey, yo, thank you. It's been growing. I've been living like a bum, you guys. I've been living like a bum working on this stuff. But I knew that after I got back from the gym today, I wanted to come on, right? Yo, Ace, how you doing? What's good with you? Gear 2, I'm chilling. Okay, so let me start showing you guys around, right? I don't remember what the app looked like the last time I showed it to you guys. But however it looked, there's more. We'll take it tab by tab. We'll start small. We'll start with the shop section. Ooh, and also, there's going to be a little bit of lag. I apologize, right? I don't have my streaming internet. I don't have the internet that I use for streaming. What's it called? Because I just haven't been able to afford it, right? Everything has gone towards Nexus. Everything has gone into the game. That's not me complaining. I'm down living that lifestyle. I'm about it, right? Bro, listen, we've been out here. We've been out here. I don't even know what to tell you. So let's take it. Hey, yo, you were about to cancel it, and then the timing, bro. Thank you for holding out. Honestly, right? I wanted to have concrete updates for you guys before I said anything. I'm a very low-key kind of person, especially because in the past we had issues with stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, let's have something to really show to everyone that like we've been working day to day. Like Alexus knows we're on this like every single day, grinding away at it. I'm so glad that it's paid away. It's paid off, right? We've also got other games in development now, which I'll show you a little bit of, but that's for later, right? So first things first, we've got the shop system. Right? Now, I think this was already in place. You guys had seen this, where you can come through, you can buy packs. There's a lot of free-to-play options where every day there's going to be 6 featured cards that will be... It's just, oh, hey, here's the card. You don't have to open a pack. If you want to just spend the gems for this outright, you can just have this, right? That's there. Then you have subset packs where the individual deck types all have their own banners that you can pull from that have increased odds around that deck type, right? So these are the cards that are featured around that deck type. The odds are increased, so on and so forth, right? And then these are the rates for those individual cards, right? Now, if you want to spend less gems and get more cards out of it, you can just do a 10 pull off of the standard banner. Everything is standardized, same rates for everything in the game, right? If I do a 10 pull, right? Okay, because I got that animation, I know that I got a I know that I've gotten a prismatic or something along those lines. I've either gotten a prismatic, a mosaic, or a variant, right? Those are the 3 card types, right? So you do your 10 pull, you get all of your different cards. These get added straight to your inventory rather than going one by one, because that's 30 cards. Each pack is 10 cards. So a 10 pull is 30 cards. Let's just skip this, right? And where's my, so this is the regular version of the Centaur Sage, but I also happen to pull a Noir version, right? So you have Noirs, you have Prismatics, you have all sorts of card types in here, right? So that's how card packs and everything work, right? Now, every day you will also get a subset pack where you get a single pack from one of these banners. It will happen at random, right? Today I happen to get the Ancient Beast subset pack. If I click on this, I get to see the cards before I purchase them. So this is another free-to-play option where you get to see the cards that you're going to get out of this pack before you buy the pack, to make it more like it's more beneficial for you, basically, right? So you only buy that if you want to. There's obviously the cosmetic. We have cosmetics. We have card sleeves. We've got music packs. I think. Okay, yeah. That I don't know how well you guys can hear. I'll put up the volume just a little bit. Right? But these are the different music packs that we have in the game. This stuff was here before, right? So this isn't that new. So I wanted to start with the older stuff. All right. So you've got player icons. Like, for example, if I want this to be my player icon, I can just purchase this. This is in my inventory now, right? I've got this. And I can actually make it the icon for my player that will represent me in various places in the game, right? Now, back over here. If I want to just navigate straight to the bottom, I will go to... I went to subset packs instead of cosmetics. You've got battle mats. You've got summoning animations for when a card hits the field. You'll have this animation play. That hasn't been integrated yet. You thought Saul died? No, I've just been busy. I've just been working. I've just been grinding out trying to make this game. And then obviously the ability to spend money to get sigils within the game. That is the shop, right? Now, something else that you guys might have seen some of, but I don't know if you've seen all of, is the story mode. So let's go there next, right? Now, there's a bug for the story mode where the game looks like it's frozen, but in reality, there's so many story mode chapters that it just lags for a second. I'm working on a fix for that, right? Now, you guys know I wrote a book. Initially, this was all going to be around a webtoon, but then I decided to make it a book. The chapters for the webtoon that were already created are the main story. So if I come over here, up top, these are the main story chapters. They're all integrated. There's 12 chapters in the main story mode. That will be continued on later. If I tap on this chapter, boom, I get to read through the web novel. There will be an AI battle that happens at the end. So this is what the story mode chapters will look like. Different artists have done it, so the art style may change, but this is what you're getting out of the story mode, right? Like, for example, for the different art styles, I believe Firefly was drawn by someone else. Yep, so that's a different art style. Oh, we have a connection error. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's just make sure that that's back on before we continue. I'm using AP Power Mirror to sort of mirror my phone to the computer. And yeah, it's just, you have to be careful. Start now. Okay. And that should be good. So, back to what we were saying. Back to what we were doing. Later. There we go. Okay, so. In-depth card. Yeah, no. It has an in-depth story mode for the main story. But on top of the story mode for the main story, we've also got... there's also going to be individual stories. So I don't know if you remember that period of time where I was writing stories like crazy for all of the different subsets. So if I go to the lore section and I want to know more about the gladiator subset. Ooh, look at that. They have a story about them. Boom. right? And so you go through the story that has to do with them specifically, right? Some of them will be paid options, some of them will just come out for free, some of them will be based around events. Sorry, I'm just shaking up my protein shake from the gym, and there's still chunks in it, and I don't like that, right? So you've also got these as story options that are also drawn individually, right? Now, some of them, not all of them will be drawn, right? Like, for example, some of them will be written. So which one is written? I think the Heartbeat subset is written, right? So you'll have text-based ones as well, right? Where it's more of a story, it's less visual, but you have the description and the detail and everything. This all exists within the game, right? So we put that to one side. That is the story mode, okay? So, story mode, you've seen it, you know what it looks like. Beautiful, good, happy, we're kissing, we're hugging. I love it. All right, now, if I go over to, the deck editor was the first thing we ever had working, where if you come over to the deck editor, you can create your deck, you can put down the cards you want within the deck to sort of function. You can have different pre-made decks ready to go, so on and so forth. And then you can also come over and see the cards that you have, right? Like if I go card catalog, I just get to see my collection of cards, everything that I've collected over the course of my playing the game. The different artworks for the different cards I think are really, really cool. Like for example, this is, where's the main one? The main artwork for Wolverine is, survey says, where are you? Oh, he's gonna be further up. Okay, so let's sort this by name. Let's sort this by name. That way everything is next to each other. So for example, you have the Wandering Ifrit. This is the main card art for him. This is the Noir. This is the Mosaic. And this is the variant, where it's just a completely different artwork. And you can get those from your pulls, right? I really like Boss Guardian because the original Boss Guardian is cool. You've got the Noir version of Boss Guardian, and then you've got the Mosaic version of Boss Guardian with the variant on the side. So, that's a deck editor. We're working on putting the cosmetics in place. Currently, you can put down the things that you have. So, for example, you'll attach your card sleeves to your individual decks, your battle mats, any animations that you have, and any music packs that you want to do, so that you can choose what music you listen to while you're playing. Let's see the guild system, which you guys won't have seen yet. So, let me dissolve this guild. Can I dissolve this guild? I actually don't remember if we put in the settings or the ability to dissolve guilds yet. Was that something that we did? Did we make it possible to dissolve a guild? I don't think you can dissolve a guild. Wait a second. Now that I think about it, I think once you've made a guild, you can leave a guild. Like if I invited someone to my guild, they can leave if they want to. But I don't believe that I myself as the guild leader can exit the guild, unfortunately. Looks like, hey, I'm glad you think it looks clean, bro, right? So if I have friends in my guild, we can chat, we can go back and forth. I have another phone here that I will have join that guild. So this phone is in a different guild entirely, right? This is a different guild that we were testing. If I come over here, I can leave this existing guild, right? Yes, leave. Okay, now it's gonna ask me if I want to join a guild or make one. I'll select that I want to join. And the guild settings that I have for my guild are public, so I'll say yes, I'd like to join. And it will show me a list of all the available guilds that have their settings to public. Now, oh, I pushed the wrong button, right? So, with these being the available guilds, I will choose mine, and I will opt to join since the settings are open. Now, I've been put on a waiting list, right? The settings are open, but the guild leader has to accept. You see, I've gotten a notification over here. Someone has to accept to let me in. I accept you into... Wait, what? That wasn't me. Was that Saluxus? Saluxus has access to this version of the game. Was that Saluxus? Wait a goddamn second. Yeah, that was Saluxus. I didn't do it on this one. I pushed the wrong button. I'm gonna push join. Okay, now, yeah, that's me. That's me. Saluxus just joined. Look at that. You see, he can send messages. That's him, That's it. He's actually on an older version of the game. He's not actually on the most recent version, but there's still connectivity. So you see the three of us are in the guild now, so you can link up with your friends, send messages to each other, do missions together, challenge other guilds, so on and so forth. The Guild Wars feature isn't working yet. We're going to put that together after launch, but I just want the guild functions to be in place so you can just see, like, if our guild goes up in strength, you'll see our guild banner change and everything. And if you look at this screen as well, the banner changed for him too because he's also in the guild, right? So Alexus's banner will have changed as well because he's also in the guild. So yeah, Kasai, how you doing? What's good with you? Being a guild leader is permanent. How funny? Yeah, you're stuck. You know what's crazy? You can transfer guild. Like, for example, if I wanted to leave right now, I can. It's actually funny to me that I'm only just realizing that we did this, because if I wanted to, I could take this version of me and make him, oh wait, no, I have to change the settings of the guild, because if I'm not mistaken, if I do this, Nexus Point, public, guild privacy, guild name, waiting room, where is the option to make someone else the leader? Because I know we took some time to actually implement that, because I thought it would be, oh, I have it locked. Okay, so if I take this lock off, now if I want to appoint someone, I can appoint someone to the position of guild leader, right? So I make that guy guild leader. Apply changes, yes. I have now transferred ownership of my guild to someone else. It'll take a second to refresh. He's the guild leader. So if I now want to leave, I can leave, right? But the captain has to go down with the ship. You can't leave as the guild leader, which I'm only just realizing is a thing. But yeah, I'm gonna give myself permission back as the guild leader because I don't use this phone as often. So I'll make this phone the guild leader, confirm, and apply the changes. There's difference, and just like that, I am back to having guild permissions, right? Now, what else is there in the guild section to show you? There's obviously notifications. So for example, when Alexus joined, there was a notification. When I joined, there was a notification. When we got promoted to silver, gold rank, there was a notification, so on and so forth. So there's the noties. What else? When someone gets promoted and demoted, you have the notifications. There's a guild bank that we can all contribute to, right? Every day you have a maximum of 500 sigils that you can donate to the guild bank, and then the guild leader can purchase guild packs that offer cosmetics. So if I purchase this guild pack, everyone in the guild gets the ability to get this cosmetic and get this cosmetic for, like, you can have that card sleeve and that battle mat. And that guild screen. So for example, let's say I purchase Crimson Rain. Do we have enough for this? Can we afford this as a guild? Yes, we can. So the guild has enough money for this. So if I come back over here on all of our screens by amending this is our new guild screen, right? So every single member of the guild now has this as their guild screen, right? That is some more guild functionality. So Alexus will also see that he has that wallpaper as well because he's a member of the guild. There's also a joint shop. So because I purchased that from the guild treasury, if anyone comes down to the guild shop, that's now something that you can purchase for guild tokens, right? It's a separate currency to the main currency. You earn it by completing guild missions, but it's an extra way for you to just get cards and cosmetics. It's more to help free to play. And then also as you progress, as your guild levels up, you gain access to more cards that you can just purchase at any point in time. So I've tried to make it, because you got to make money off of a game, but I tried to keep free to play in mind as I was doing it. What else is there in this? I think that's, oh wait, no, I haven't shown you guys a really important function in the guild. Like I said, Guild Wars isn't working just yet. However, the crafting station is working, speaking of free to play. So I can come in here, and initially I was going to have card trading, but it proved to be really, really tedious to design the trading system. And then even after I had designed a good trading system, it was really tricky to implement. So for the time being, when the game launches, it won't have trading, it will have crafting, where I can convert my cards. I can convert cards that I've acquired into shards. So for example, let's say I convert this 1, 2, 3, 4. I convert all of those. And now I don't think that's enough. I think I need more shards, but you get the idea. So yeah, I would need 50 shards, and I can craft runes, right? The generic runes in the game and a few other runes here and there, you can craft using that system. to make it easier to pick up runes, because runes won't have a specific pack that's dedicated to them. Like I said, trading is currently offline, and then there's a leaderboard to show you what the different guilds are and how they're doing. So currently, my guild is number 1, right? Because we have the most guild points altogether. And that's that. So that is the guild system, right? You know, I love the concept of guilds and sharing resources. Same. That's why I knew I had to put it in here, right? And this notification isn't going to go away until I look at Alexus's message. I donated 500 gold. You should make me guild leader. Get out. I can. You know what? I can kick you out of my guild as well, but I'm not going to, because we're friends. So the only other thing I think is worth noting is sort of like I've already shown you the fact that you can change your icon, you can change your player name. I've already got a player name that I like, so I'm just gonna leave it. You can see your stats, number of days played 26, consecutive login days 3, most login days 4, lifetime stats, all those kinds of things, my guild rank, so on and so forth, all that good stuff. All right, now you've also got a backpack that just showcases all of the things in your inventory. Now, going back over to the main thing, right? Yo, Anime, how you doing? What's good? Anime Academy, what's up? This did not shake well. Okay, I think I might be. Am I missing the shaker in the middle? I think I left the shaker in the middle in the sink after I washed it, which is just lovely. Anyway, now to the important thing: the gameplay. Is the gameplay working? Yes, and no. Watch this. So, I can't. Who is playing right now? What? Who is that? Why? Who is this? What? What are you doing? I wanted to do a demonstration. You're not even on the right version of the game. I guess we're playing a game now. So basically, the game systems, the skeleton of the game systems are all working. Where I can play through a game. Actually, I'm going to play this first, and then I'm going to place this down. Right? Now, the skeleton of the game systems are all working. Is he even here? Is he even ready? I'm going to push end. Is he ready? I don't know if he's ready. I don't know if he can see this. I was going to play against myself. Okay, so he's coming at me with 200 in the counter zone, 200 on offense, and 0 defense. So what I can do, if I so choose, is the very last card that I played, I can move to another location in the declaration phase, which is why I played Valor last. Now, the problem is, because Alexus is on the wrong version of the game, I'm assuming the game freezes here, right? I'm assuming the game freezes here. No way! No way it still lets you keep playing. Wow! You know what? That makes me happy. I'm proud. So 2 people on a different version of the game can still play together because I've got features that he doesn't have, is the thing. So you decide if you want to declare an attack. As you can see, the movement of the cards is working. The only thing is we don't have the animations done yet. The animations are being done this month. I'm going to choose to attack. Oh, he chose not to attack. Okay. All right. So because he chose not to attack, we stay as we are. Why would you put this here? This only has attack. Why did you put Invictus in the defense zone? He's stuck there now. You can't change. Oh, misclick. You hate to see it, right? So this is the general flow of the game. I think there is some. Oh, what just happened? Did you push quit? Oh, okay, so it did. Okay, it did break. It did break. So he and I were on different versions of the game. So it does make sense that you run into issues because both players should be on the most up-to-date version. I'll do one against myself just to show you what it means. That's not a surrender button. Oh no, yeah, no, that's no, it's fine. And as you can see, the players get to use their individual icons that they had on. I will just make a generic play like this, and I'll play against myself, where, to be honest, the deck on this account is actually a lot stronger, because right now, effects have not been implemented. So you cannot activate card effects. Card effects are going to be implemented in month 4. All we have is a skeleton of the base gameplay, right? We have a skeleton of the base gameplay, but that skeleton is solid enough. It includes all of the foundational and fundamental rules of the game that will make the effect system easy to implement. We actually have the system of effects implemented, it's just the card effects themselves don't work. Now we're going to be putting effects in for the first 30 cards. Currently you need 15 cards to build your deck, which means by the end of month 4, you will be able to play a full game with 2 people playing against each other. What's it called? Where are my words? Yes, the demo will be here in 4 months, right? Where we're going to implement all of the gameplay for the Wandering subset and the Forest Guard subset, and we will use those 2 decks for the demo. Now, there's a change that might be coming, because I made a decision recently. Currently, the deck size is 15. I'm in the mindset to increase it to 20. Now that I'm actually able to test test it in game. We were always able to test it using just the different resources that we had sort of set up for ourselves. But as time has gone on, what I'm sort of finding is that, sorry, I'm playing against myself. I'm playing 2 games at once here. Right? What I'm sort of finding is that with your resource deck, you're able to draw 1 card every turn. But let's say you put a rune in your resource deck, and so there's a turn where you don't draw a monster. You feel that, right? So I wanted to increase the resource deck size to 10. That way you have 5 monsters, 5 runes, and each turn you draw 2 cards. You draw 1 monster each turn and 1 rune each turn, so you don't run out, so you don't feel the burnout of resources as quickly. Once effects are implemented, obviously, and it's not just an Unga Boonga brawler, you're going to feel better about it. But right now, it is very much just an Unga Boonga brawler, right? So I'm going to choose to attack. It's going to ask me which card I want to attack because there are 2 options. I choose to attack this card first, then my chain of momentum carries me into the next card. So all of the rules, if you watch the live streams where we were testing this game way back when, you know the rules, you know the systems, all of that exists, right? When the demo is out, where will you be able to play it? Google Play. So I haven't actually decided that all of the details around that yet, right? It's going to be one of 2 things. I don't think it's going to be a public demo necessarily. It will either be this. It will either be a Discord thing, or a Patreon/Kickstarter thing, or it's going to be just a private thing that I use to pitch to publishers, right? I haven't decided I haven't worked out all of the details yet. The reason why I say that is because I am getting to the point, a lot of resources have gone into it, which obviously is my passion. I'm going to put as much into it as I possibly can. Oh, also, our life points are being tracked here, right? In the next build that they're currently working on, they're going to be making a change where the life points are shown on the outside of the icons. That way you don't have to open a menu to see your life points, right? But yeah, it'll be one of those 3. Either it'll just be a thing on the Discord for the homies, and you guys will, if whoever's interested, will just get to play around with it and learn the rules and have fun with it. Or it will be a thing to try and raise more funds to support the project further, so it'll be a Kickstarter reward or a Patreon reward or something like that, because I do know that I will most likely have to do some form of crowdfunding in the future, or I'm just going to use it in a pitch to publishers and we do it like that, right? Are we going to see more of you like streaming and stuff? I mean, possibly. Realistically speaking, this is getting to a point. Did I not put any defenses in place? I didn't put any defenses in place. Okay, so am I going to lose? Yes, I need to close this. That's a bug they're working on fixing. I have 400 life points left. He's got 350. I'm still winning, but it's only turn 4. There are 6 total turns that a game can have. And I don't really know how to not lose against myself here, unfortunately. I'm so good at the game that I beat myself, right? But yeah, so those that's sort of the thought process around it. So as you can see, what we've got is, again, the bare bones. Once the animations are in place, I'm probably going to show you guys what that looks like as well, so you can see, like, okay, oh, this card is about to attack into this card. Because as the game is right now, there's so much happening that if you don't know the rules, you're lost, you're confused, right? But if you have that animation of, oh, this card's about to attack this card, you see the choice being made, you see, like, the 2 cards will appear on the screen, and then you'll see this card attack into this card, and then that card will break. You obviously know what just happened, right? So it makes a lot more sense, right? Imagine losing to yourself. Honestly, I'm bad at the game. I'm bad at the game. Did I lose all my life points? Have I lost? Okay, no, I'm not doing that bad, actually. I mean, I am losing, but I'm not doing that poorly. This is the last turn of the game because the turn... This is what I mean, bro. So I didn't draw an avatar this turn. I drew a rune. There's 6 runes in my hand. There's 1 rune in my resource deck, and I drew it. And since let's say the rune effects were working, that probably wouldn't feel as bad. But as things are now, it hoits. It hoits. So I can't do anything. I can't summon. I can't defend myself. There's 2 cards here. One of them has 50 attack. The other one has 100 attack. So I'm about to lose 150. I can't deal any damage, so I've lost the game, right? Damn, so good to beat yourself, but real bad also to lose yourself. To be honest, I'm great at the game and also horrible. So yeah, that is the long and short of where we're at. That is the update, right? I wanted you guys to know I was still alive. I wanted you guys to see what we've been working on. There's only a main deck. Yes, there's a main deck and a hand, effectively, right? So you have you open with 10 cards, right? 10 cards in your hand, which you choose. Sorry, I moved so my camera refocused. You open with 10 cards in your hand. Then you have 5 cards in your resource deck that you draw over the course of the game. But I'm going to be changing it to 10. That probably won't be in the demo though, because that's going to require some changes to the foundational systems, right? There's a few things foundationally that need to be updated. But that is all to one side, right? My hope is for games of this to take something in the range of... It's realistically not 5 minutes. It's going to be like 7 to 15 minutes. My hope is for a game... Oh, was that not turn 6? Was that not turn 6? Oh, this is turn 6. My bad. Well, I mean, I die here anyway, so I guess we just leave it, right? So yeah, end and end. I think the deck limit is weird balance. What do you mean? So how have you been since we last spoke? I hope things well. Things have been, to be honest, it's been a roller coaster. Things have been up and down. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I've stayed very focused on my passions. I've kept my eye on the ball, which I'm happy about, right? I know there's that thing where, like, when you're silent, when people think that you either disappeared or just stopped working on whatever it is. But the people who have been working on it with me, like, for example, Tyler will know, Zane will probably know, like, this is every day I wake up and this is what I'm doing, right? Outside of my actual 9-to-5 job. Obviously, I still have to teach. So within the confines of what I'm able to do, every second has gone to this, or working on the book, or working on... Like I said, there's some other games that are in development. In fact, you know what? I'll show you guys one of the other games that we have in development. It's called Era, and it's going to be an arena fighter. There's a third... Actually, technically there's a fourth, but let's not talk about that right now. There's this other one called Dance of 100 that Tyler's working on that I've been writing the story for. But again, we'll touch on that later. What do I want to show you? Hold on. Give me a second. No, you know what, Tyler? I still don't have a build for D100. I still don't have a build for it. I'm again, it's not as high impact. It's fine. Take your time. But I still don't have a build for it. No. Let's open the latest version of Era and unplug Nexus. So if I want to show you guys Era, which of my screens do I need? Probably this one. Probably this one. Nope, wrong one. That's the wrong one. Okay, give me a second. Let me open up this. Are you guys going to create a trailer for the game? Yeah, it's part of the marketing, absolutely. It's part of the marketing. There's going to be a trailer. There's going to be all the works for it. Right? Honestly, if you do a full demo for Patreon or something, I wonder if you could do a teaser demo. Well, what does a teaser demo look like is my question. Okay, why isn't this opening? Is it because I'm live at the same time? Is my computer scared? I've played this build before. I know it's fine. Just let me open it. Right? Needs to perform a 10-second. Oh no, my computer's just slow and old and laggy. Okay, no, so it is loading. I should stop trying. Yeah, you are right. The PC is just overwhelmed. Yep, I need to just be patient. But yeah, that's what's up. There's a version. There we go. Right? So let me get where's my Xbox controller, because currently it is only compatible with an Xbox controller. I think Smash Legends is sort of what this game is sort of what I'm going for this game. let's see here. Reactions. Where's my camera? Webcam. Okay, there we go. If I go down here, I don't need all three of these. Let's close this. Let's close this, and let's open this. So, this is the bare bones version. This is the wrong version. Why is this the wrong version? Huh. Why is this the wrong version? Okay, anyway. This is called Era. This is connected to the Summoner's Nexus game that you guys just saw, the card game version. But this is more of a 2D arena brawler. Now again, this is early days. We've been working on this actively for about a month now. But you will have a basic moveset. You'll be able to do basic combos. It's going to be a mobile game that also has Steam capabilities. But again, if you've played Smash Legends, that is 100% the vibe that I am going for with this. Where it's very straightforward. Oh, it's laggy. Oh no. If it's laggy for me, it must be laggy for you guys as well. But basically, that's what I'm going for. It's simple, it's straightforward, but it's something to tie in with the Summoner's Nexus IP. And that's the main idea, that's the main aim. You've got 3 special moves. No, you've got 2 special moves and an ultimate. This is an old version. Okay, yeah, this is an older version of the game. This isn't the newest build. I don't know why. I played that one on a different PC. Okay, so this isn't the latest version, excuse me, right? So I can't show you everything that is in this game as it right now. But again, it's a very simple, very bare bones concept as it currently stands. We've only got 1 character that's somewhat playable, but we're going to keep on working on it. This is something else that we've got in the works. And then a 2D RPG and 1 other card game. But again, to avoid having too many things going at once, 1 developer stationed exclusively on this. Tyler is a developer stationed exclusively on the 2D RPG, and then the biggest team, the main team, is focused exclusively on Nexus, which is why that one has the most polish on it. But that is the idea behind behind Era, right? So the cards in Summoner's Nexus will be playable characters in Era, is what that's going to be, right? But yeah, that's it. A free demo with a limited card pool. The thing about the demo is only going to have 30 cards in it. You're only going to be able to play the Wandering subset and the Forest Guard subset. That's already a limited card pool, right? But yeah, and that is true. This PC is never turned off. So it's linked with Nexus being like you can fight using the characters in the cards. Yeah, it's the same card. So for example, if that was Leonidas. That was Leonidas from the Ancient Beast subset. He'll also be a card that you can he'll be a monster you can fight as or a card you can play as in Arrow, right? The 2 games it's a shared universe sort of thing. Dance of 100 is also set in that same universe, and the book that I've written is also set in that same universe. So Summoner's Nexus, the aim is to create an umbrella of IP, right? So all of it is connected. So even though all of it seems like, oh, this is this and that's that, no, it all goes together, basically. So yeah, that's what's up. That's what your boy's been up to in the last couple months, right? Along with, having a full 9-to-5 job and whatnot. Let me plug this back in. Don't need the Xbox controller anymore. But yeah, so this gets more or less all of my attention. All of my attention, all of my time, all of my resources go into Summoner's Nexus. And that's it. Yo, Vix, what's good? Right? Let me get this straight. We started with Nexus and that evolved into 4 games. Yes, it did. It's been a very, very busy time. Like that's why every time I've been like, okay, I can make a comeback now, something else comes up and gets added to the mix. And I was, you know what, yeah, I don't know if this will help anyone who also has a similar sort of problem, where I was afraid to work on things that came to mind, because in my head it's like, okay, you can't do this until you've finished this, and this, right? And to an extent, I do still agree with that mindset. However, right, the fact that you've got multiple things cooking doesn't mean that nothing is going to break through. Yes, you're split thin, but if you learn what you're able to manage, like at first I tried to have more on the plate than this, right? And it was too much and the plate spilled over. So people will say, oh, you can only focus on one thing at a time, but I don't think that that's true. I think everyone has a limit. This is mine, right? I can operate within this. I'm at the edge. I'm always at the edge, right? There's never a time where I'm not at the edge of those capabilities. And it is stressful, but I love it, right? And I'm grateful. I'm happy to be able to see some of the fruits of that labor coming through. Like, I sat down the other day and on my birthday was April 20th, right? Normally when it's my birthday, I reflect on the year that's passed, right? And I tend to be quite critical. And I thought this was so usually my birthday isn't that happy because, again, with me being so critical, it's not usually a positive experience. I used to spend a lot of my birthdays unhappy. This was the first time I spent my birthday where I was proud of myself. I don't usually give myself a pat on the back, but I gave myself a pat on the damn back, because when you actually look at the results of the labors that we've put in, it's beautiful. It's like, bro, the book being like, so the book would have been done, but I've decided to make a major change to it, which is why it's still in revisions. Like, I can show you, we have hundreds and hundreds of pages. That's a lie, it's 200 and something. That is hundreds and hundreds, right? 200 is hundreds and hundreds. It's 100 twice, right? Like this being almost ready to go, where it's just like, if I come up to the top, right, you can see the artwork, you can see the world map, you can see the table of contents, all the pages, all the different chapters that you can jump between and get the full story. And then you look at the story mode of the game, and then you look at all the different things that have gone into this. And yes, there were sacrifices along the way. I feel like in order to have the bandwidth to do all of this, I did sort of have to let go of another passion to an extent, which was streaming and content creation and so on and so forth, because that definitely fell to the wayside as I got more focused on this. My hope is that as my timetable clears up, and as projects start to get ticked off and they don't need to be as micromanaged by me, because there's a lot that goes into making these things, right? Maybe that frees me up to do other stuff as well, because there were projects that I started that I wanted to, like YuGiOh Advance, that series I was doing, I had to put a pause on it, not because I didn't want to keep doing it, but it takes a lot of time and money to do, well, it takes a lot of time to do the writing, money to get the actors, and then time to do the editing for the video. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'll pause it after episode 4 and then come back to it after at least one of these things is ticked off, and then we go from there. Hey, yo, thank you very much, happy belated birthday, I appreciate that, you guys, right? It's like Runeterra, where there's a bunch of different games using the same setting. Exactly, right? YuGiOh, yeah, bro, we've been out here. Okay, that doesn't look as impressive because I didn't do arms today. If I had done arms today, I feel like it would look a lot more impressive. But bro, we've been out here. We've been doing a lot, right? I've been taking care of myself. I try and make sure I get into the gym at least like 2 or 3 times a week. Hey, yo, I appreciate that you guys. It was a calm birthday. You know what, Alexus? The funny thing is, you were the first person I spoke to on my birthday, because that was one of the days that we stayed up talking game dev, and I think we were on an Ultra Rumble session that night, right? And you know what? That's exactly what I wanted for my birthday. I didn't want any fanfare, just something calm, spending time with the homie, talking game dev, putting things in place, so on and so forth. It was lovely. So, nah, you actually contributed to the day. Also, happy belated to you as well, because I realized I missed yours, and we've done a whole thing, right? Happy belated, right? Wouldn't 100s be 100 times another 100? No, shush, no, stop that. Don't make me think and do math. Why would you do that, right? Yeah, so that was that's what's up. Now, I don't want to make any empty promises and be like, oh yeah, because the game is so far along, I'm gonna come back to streaming and this and that. Like, no, let's be realistic. There's still a lot of mountains to move. The effect system, I've created the briefs for it all. Like, I'll show you what we've currently got going. I've created, all of the systems are in place for this to work on its own, but I still have to manage it. Like, I'll show you guys. I think some of you will have already seen the system and series of briefs that I created to manage the creation of the game. So you see, there's a tab now for each game. This is a tab for Era, where I manage all of the development stuff for Era. This is a tab for Dance of 100, where I manage all of the development stuff for Dance of 100. Motherland, which I haven't told you guys about. YuGiOh, which is just an idea that I have in my head, but I don't have time to actually make it. And this is Summoner's Nexus, right? So everything that's blue is what's done, right? And it just makes me so happy every time I look over all of the blue that we have. There's still a lot of green. Like, these are all the card effects. These are all the card effects that still need to be done. After the demo is done, I'm assuming we're probably going to need about a year to, or 2/3 of a year to get all of these in. I expect it to take us about 7 months to get all of the base card effects in. The demo though, these effects are currently, this is pink because it's currently in production, right? So if I go, I think it's Gameplay Foundations 2. Yeah. All right. So this is just to give you an idea of how, of like what goes into it. Like they're about to start working on, I believe the first brief of this next section has to do with cosmetics and animations, right? So yeah, card reveals during the declaration phase, card battles and what that's going to look like. Rather than taking place automatically, they have to go through the whole motions of everything. The different VFX that need to go into it. Internet connectivity errors, because if you're not connected to the internet, it's going to mess up our servers and stuff, and it causes errors, and players will think that they spent money that they didn't actually spend. So the game is going to stop you in your tracks if it sees that you're not connected. What else is in Milestone 5? Yep, so Milestone 5 is cosmetic and animation focused, so just adding even more polish to what we've got in place before we start moving on to like the actual card effects. I think the first card effects happen in Milestone 7, where I've broken down each card to its bare bone basics, where it's like, okay, this effect does this. In order to code it into the game, first of all, you will have to check if Ryu is not in the assault zone. If he's not in the assault zone, move to the next step. Then it should only be activatable if it is currently the beginning of wave start. If it is the beginning of wave start, move to the next step. If it's not the beginning of wave start, it doesn't work. You can't activate it. So if both of these conditions are met, you can activate the effect. When this effect resolves, Ryu will be moved to the assault zone. When this effect resolves, the quicken, all these things will be added into the game. So it's like it's an explanation step by step for how to do that for every single card. So I've already done that, right? All of that exists. So it doesn't require my direct input right now. And that's for every card in the game. I've done that, right? But there's still a book to finish, and there's still a game to finish writing for Dance of 100. And some other briefs to do, and just other concepts to square away before I commit to being back, like, to streaming. Because I know in that 4-month build up, I do sort of want to be back about. That way people know that, okay, hey, this is a thing that's coming, right? This is a thing that's being worked on. So yeah, that's what's up. I feel I started hitting the gym after a long time and I'm losing my weight. Hey, you loved it, bro. We love that for you. Listen, yeah. There's just something about being back in the gym that makes you feel good about yourself. There's just that, even though I look like a bum right now, I've been to the gym, so I feel good, right? I might have a present for you if you give me like 10 minutes. Is it a build? Is it a build for DO1? That would be nice. Dog, if you can get a good publisher to back you on this, you're all cooking. That's the hope, man. That is the hope. So we've got a lot of things in the works. We've got a lot of things in the pipeline. The thing about Dance of 100, I mean, actually, if you can send it, I might be able to download it and give it a look, because there are some things. Because it'll be my first time playing around with the build of Dance of 100, so it'll actually be interesting to see what systems are in place and so on and so forth. That being said, I don't have that much more to showcase of this. This is all of the general showcase that I sort of wanted to do. That did not mix at all. What is this? You know what? Yeah, I think I underestimated the power of a good shaker. I think I really underestimated the value and power of a decent shaker. That is upsetting. That is upsetting. It doesn't even sound right when I swish it around. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, so look forward to more news about Nexus moving forward. I do want to get to a place where I can stream again, but work needs to calm down. Projects need to, because we're having breakthrough after breakthrough. Everything is going well. It's just a lot, right? Dog, I can see chunks on the bottom of that shake. That protein shake don't look like the best. See, it's not even the protein shake, right? The shake itself is solid, but I don't have, you know, the ball that goes into the shaker? I forgot to put it in, and I'm sad, and I don't know where I put it. And I'm going to be really mad if I lost the ball for the protein shaker, right? What would you stream if you came back? What would you want to stream? See, this is the interesting thing, right? Because I've had ideas for content that I want to make that isn't necessarily card game related, but I also understand how YouTube works. I'm grateful for the time that I spent doing content creation full time, because it taught me a lot. Swirleth it. Swirl it. You meant to say swirl it, right? It taught me a lot about how algorithms in YouTube and so on and so forth. Wow, that was a weird lag spike. Oh, we're still in the middle of it. Is the swirling too much? Can my camera and my PC not handle me doing that? Okay, lovely, good to know. Anyway, subtle movements only, right? And I think I am not as what's it called? I am not as in love with Yu-Gi-Oh as I used to be. Every now and then I'll play it for like a month and it's fun, right? And then I sort of like do my own thing again. But I'm playing lots of games. The problem with YouTube is this, right? And it's something that I realized a long time ago about the Saul Plays Anime channel. The majority of the people who are subscribed to this channel only are subscribed to it for Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes, you've got that core, like the homies who are here and will be down for whatever it is I'm doing. But with that being said, the way that YouTube works is the first people your videos get put out to are your subscribers, right? Now, if your subscribers don't push to watch your video, that video is dead in the water, because it's not, YouTube is not going to assume, oh, this is good content, let's push it to people outside your subscribers base. That's how recommendations generally work. It's been getting better, well, better, where like YouTube is starting to learn what kind of things you generally enjoy and will suggest you creators, even who don't have that many views, who have created something in a niche that they think that you'll enjoy. But even that is somewhat rare, right? So with that being said, my plan is to create a channel for Nexus specifically, right? Even though it's both card game related, I just found the Nexus content wasn't going great here. So in the 4 months leading up to the demo, my hope is to start doing that active, like, okay, this is what we've got sort of thing. I would have said to do it, I would have done it on TikTok, but TikTok is getting banned, so you know, that's not great. I might still before it gets banned, because it's not getting banned in the UK, it's just that it's a lot less traction. YouTube is probably the place to be, because that's going to be, you have everyone on there. I am considering doing a separate channel. Again, this is all for when I have more free time, that tackles like other content that I am, commentary stuff that I would like to do. And this channel, realistically speaking, Yu-Gi-Oh! Advance was my attempt at doing something that I liked, while also having it be Yu-Gi-Oh! Related, and I don't mind how it went. Most of the videos didn't get that much traction, but the last one that I put out, I think, got 700 views, which for a channel that's been inactive for over a year plus, I'll take that, right? So I think when I have more time, I'll get back to doing episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Advance, releasing them maybe once a week, and then maybe I'll stream some Yu-Gi-Oh! Because this channel, I'll be honest, only really, if I was at the top of my momentum, where I had been active and like I'm just coming off of, before I took any of my hiatuses or anything like that, if it was then, I might have an easier time transitioning to a different card game specifically, right? But as things currently stand, I don't have that kind of traction. So if it's on this channel, it'll have to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. There's just no two ways about it, right? This is why streamers like Speed are so good. The content is so broad and why people watch no matter what he does. But see, here's the thing. He had to start somewhere, is the thing. But that being said, Speed also just has the personality and stuff to carry it, and he's streaming constantly, so he blows up, right? It's good. It's good. Better load-bearing quotes. Shorts maybe instead of Insta Reels, basically. Yeah, things like that. Yo, Biscuits, how you doing, bro? Ultra Rumble channel when? I don't know if Ultra Rumble is popular enough to center a whole channel around it. If the embers of Yu-Gi-Oh! Are no longer there for you, it's understandable. That being said, perhaps a fresh start is in order. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to be starting a different channel. It's just, with what this channel has, I would like to do the Yu-Gi-Oh! Advance experiment and see how that goes. And if it goes well, I might just do that same similar style of format for this channel and see if I can transition into doing like stories on this channel instead, right? I'd argue you have a Speed-like personality and aspects. I mean, in some ways, right? You would hope that it would be the same if I were to go about it the same way. You just never know, really, is the thing, right? So that's sort of where I'm at, where the plan right now is to finish up the Yu-Gi-Oh! Advance series, because that series is going to be somewhat long. If I'm releasing one episode a week, then that series, if I'm doing it consistently, is an easy year worth of content, if not a year and a half. If I'm doing multiple episodes a week, it goes down, obviously. but it's a fully thought out series that I'm really looking forward to finishing up, because I just love storytelling. My main thing is storytelling, right? I just love telling stories. I love making up like worlds and universes and characters and dynamics and stuff like that. It's awesome. I think that's what I am at heart. So I'll try that on this channel, and to go with that, there will probably be some Yu-Gi-Oh streaming, because I can't really imagine streaming anything else and having it go meaningfully, right? While on the side there will be a gameplay channel that's focused on like TGN Studios and the games that we have in development, so devlogs and stuff, right? Devlogs, updates, rule changes, shorts, all that good stuff, just teaching about the games that we've got running, and just to see if that can build itself some traction, because that would be really, really helpful. And that's it. That's it, right? The other channel, the other things that I have in mind, I don't want to give that space to right now, because I'll get overwhelmed, right? I've learned what my limits are. I know how much I can have on the plate before I, like just even in a conceptual stage, before I get overwhelmed. I know that there's ideas there and I've written them down, but I'm not going to start touching on that until I have the bandwidth to do it, right? So yeah, that's what's up. I'd argue shouldn't much take much longer for the build. I bet. In that case, I'll try. I'll stay on. I'll stay on and try and check out the build live, and see what's up there. A lot of people will be drawn to certain game, but only if you will stay for the content creator. It's a song and dance, alright? No, honestly, it is, and that's what a lot of people. That's what a lot of creators do. Like Afro Senju is who I sort of looked up to when starting content creation. He's one of the creators that made me want to start making content, and he started with Ninja Storm 4, and he blew up on Ninja Storm 4 and he transitioned to other anime games and fighting it until he was able to start doing what he wanted, right? But yeah, the content grind is difficult, and giving up momentum for other pursuits is guaranteed death sentence in the algorithm. No, literally, it is. Honestly, it is. But it's not impossible, it's just hard, but everyone here knows that. Exactly, right? So you know what's funny? As much as I liked being on that verge of like, okay, we've got 20,000 subscribers, we're gonna keep pushing, blah, blah, blah. I don't regret changing priorities when I did, because I'm so proud of what I've built. Whereas if I was still just making videos and like trying to do the content grind, I don't feel like I would feel as fulfilled as I am right now. So now I've done that stuff, and now I can use that stuff to see if I can still do that content grind. The content grind would have been helpful in that it would have helped me to popularize the things that I made, but you can only wear one crown at a time, right? To be fair to you, the Yu-Gi-Oh market for a YouTube Yu-Gi-Oh streamer, the path is clear for you to become, because no one has taken Decade and DLE's place. Wait, has Decade stopped streaming? Has Decade stopped streaming? No, Decade is still around, no? Become a FIFA streamer, Saul. I need to see your age. I can't play FIFA. I have no idea how FIFA works, right? Yu-Gi-Oh is in a spot right now. All right. I don't know how much you kept up with Yu-Gi-Oh, but I will not sugarcoat it. The best deck in Yu-Gi-Oh right now is around $1,000, which is mad. Yeah, so I know that. So prices in the TCG, mad, right? But I'm a Master Duel guy anyway, right? I've been keeping up with Duel Links. I know that Sky Strikers are in Duel Links, but I don't think that they're insane, because I haven't seen that many people talking about them. I watch YouTube videos every now and then, right? I'll just search Duel Links every now and then and see what's relevant, and that's cool. Duel Links is Floodgate, Sim, Master Duel has an alright meta. Oh yeah, if I'm going back, it'll probably be in a Master Duel, right? So I know that DLE isn't about anymore, which is really sad, right? It was disappointing, but I obviously understand it, right? OCG are being overtaken by random decks. You hate to see it. I main Sky Striker. Alright, bet. Right? I mean, the last deck that I learned in Master Duel was Vanquish Souls, which when I go on, I play Vanquish Souls. I haven't played Sky Striker or Master Duel in a while. Oh yeah, so all I gotta ask, what's up? Hit me, right? Have you seen the OCG 25th anniversary trailer? I know that there was a Yu-Gi-Oh thing because they're doing a Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Is it that? Where you have like a bunch of different monsters and stuff coming together and like going on like an adventure and so on and so forth, right? I saw that. Is it that? Striker is sort of top tier in Duel Links. Alright, fair enough. Yubella's good in that too. Fair. Shadol is also in. Oh, Shadol is in Duel. Wait, no, I think I did see an image on that from Loom. I think Loom made a video about that, right? Also, good on him for changing his name and like going by his name rather than Master Duel Best X and whatnot. Konami seems to have teased a Sky Striker anime, perhaps. Yeah, I saw people talking about that. And to be honest, Konami has tons of lore that they could make anime out of that would be interesting, right? They have tons of it. So I wouldn't be surprised. They could do an anthology series if they wanted to, right? Also, DK just launched YuGiOh Mets, where you can track TCG and stuff. I have no idea what that is, but I'm not a TCG guy, so I don't think it'll apply to me. But yeah, that is the beginning of an end of it. So my thing is, my biggest hope is to make this to use the Soul Plays anime channel until Nexus comes out, and then the channel that Nexus is on, I hope that it's doing well enough by then. And if I'm streaming, I would like to stream my own games because I mean, I'm gonna make a game that I like, so hopefully I like everything about my game enough to stream it. And content for the game will be coming out, like updates. So like, my hope is that that's what it ends up being, but you never really know, right? We'll see. That's a, where's the, oh, there she is, right? I was looking for the alternative version of this card. We've got a lot of alt art in here, and I love the way that a lot of it came out. Yeah, I really like the way that a lot of it came out. I'm pleased indeed. I'm missing a card here, over here though. Anyway, put that to one side. Yo, Leon, how you doing, my bro? What's good? So will you stream GTA 6 if it comes out and you're free? Probably not, because I don't have a PS5. My PS4 sounds like a goddamn jet engine, and I'm too poor for a PS5, right? I'm not, I don't, like, anytime I want to stream to you guys, let's say I was playing something on the PS4 before, I have to fully turn the PS4 off and wait for it to cool down before I can stream. Otherwise, you have this, like, it's just the loudest sound in the world. So yeah, that's what's up, right? Oh, this build has been on 90% for so long now, bro. That sounds like a skill issue. That's 100% a skill issue on your part. I don't know what else to tell you, really. That sounds like it's entirely your fault. Oh, you may need to get a PS5 so I don't have to carry your laggy ass MHUR, bro. You're bad. No, I'm joking. You've gotten better, but I'm ace rank now, so like I've made it. I'm done. I think we were supposed to hop on and like do a dev talk in like Ultra Rumble last Friday, but I think I forgot and you forgot, right? But yeah, no, I am objectively better than you. I don't even feel the need to defend myself on that front, right? Oh my lord, the PS4 put the PS4 out of its misery, out to pasture type help. No, literally, once I feel like I don't know how much a PS4 will sell for. Maybe I'll get like 50 pounds for it. My heart hopes for 100, but I know that it's not going to be if I take it for an exchange. So maybe like 50 pounds for a PS4 is what they're probably going to give me. And then if I have enough money, try and get a PS5 at some point over the course of this year. But yeah, no, that's not really something that's on the agenda, because as you guys are aware, all of my I would have gotten a PS5 if I wasn't making if I wasn't creative, I'd be rich, right? Because I'm getting to the point where in the range of, I want to say 30,000 pounds of my own money has been spent on this over the last 3 years. If not 30 to 40, in the range of like 30 to 35,000 pounds of my own money, right? Has been spent on these projects. Yeah, probably. Which, if I wasn't creative and I was just sitting on that amount of money, like, bro, because I don't go on vacations, I don't do none of that stuff. Oh no, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, right? But that's how much it costs to make a game, realistically speaking. When I first started trying to make Nexus, I went to a lady and she asked how much I wanted to spend on a game. I was like 20,000. The lady that laughed at me, right? Because I was on a school teacher's budget, right? And they were like, oh, the minimum they could even start to consider making this is 50,000. And I was like, okay, I'll use that as sort of a metric in my head. Thank you. And then we went our separate ways, right? I was upset about it at the time. My pride was hurt, but I learned from it, where it's like, okay, this is what I need to prepare to expect. Now here's the benefit. If I worked with a professional AAA studio, I would have had to pay that 50,000 up front. Whereas the way that I've done it over the course of this 3-year period, okay, squirrel away a little money here, 500 pounds from this month's salary, 1,000 much from this month's salary. Oh, I can only afford to put in 200 pounds this month. Okay, fine. But I've been able to do it at my own pace, rather than having to pay one person up front. Right? And that's what made the difference for it. So yeah, no, I always knew. For me, I want this game to cost, because realistically speaking, to get to the demo, I'm assuming we'll be at the we'll probably be at the £40,000 range, 30 to 40,000 pound range, 35 to 40,000 pound range by the time the demo is ready. To get to launch, I think will take another £7,000. My aim is to stay under that 50,000 cap, partially because of pride. If it goes above that, it's not going to be the end of the world. I'm not going to be upset about that, but that is sort of the aim, especially because I want to see what can be made back. I don't know that this game will be profitable. I hope that it will be, right? If I make the money back, amazing. If I don't, well, I've still invested into a passion that I loved dearly, right? I don't really feel like I have anything to lose at this point. I'm just trying my hand at something that I feel like I was put on this earth to do. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, that's the long and short of it. We are in deep, brothers and sisters, right? We are in deep for this game. This is really cool alternative art, but the main art for this card is way better, right? Pride shot, literally. Right? I remember how many people actually knew that had happened, because I was still a bit more active around that period in time. This was like a year and a half ago. Was it a year and a half ago or 2 years ago? It was something like that. It was like maybe a year and a half ago. And yeah, that was painful. That was painful. Getting laughed out of a room. Well, not laughed out of a room, just laughed at on a call. Painful, right? I'm glad no, to be honest, Brandon, realistically speaking, you guys who donated, especially at the early stages where I didn't have the means, are the reason why the project was able to start, right? It was you guys' initial investment that allowed me to get the ball rolling in the first place, so thank you so much, right? Because it wouldn't be where it is right now. I didn't have the means to give the project what it needed at the outset. Yes, I poured everything I had into it, but what I had wasn't that much. What I have still isn't that much, but I poured everything into it. But I think in total, in donations, we've had, if I put about £30,000, let's say I put £31,000 of my own money into it, I'd say we've had probably, I want to say 6 to 8K in pure donations, right? Zane's donated a lot, Brandon's donated, the Kickstarter was 3K. But then a portion of that wasn't actually validated. Probably in the range of £6,000, which I'm still extremely grateful for. The amount of relief that comes from that, you can't really put to words, because I count every donation that came to me while streaming as being towards this, right? And if you donated to a stream, if you were a member, I count it towards this, which is why I give that number. So thank you for that, right? Lasito, this game was planted around 2 years ago, and the name Nexus was not even a thing. It was before. It was even before YouTube. No, honestly, now it's a matter of getting the backing from a good publisher to get the game promoted. Absolutely. I think I did 2K in card for the Kickstarter. Yep, that's the one. Right? You basically carried the Kickstarter. So when people, because I don't know if you guys remember when I did the Kickstarter, someone donated a big amount and then they withdrew at the very last second, so we weren't going to get the Kickstarter, the very first one that we did. And then Brandon covered the cost, right? So that's what allowed us to get the funds out of the Kickstarter. But then there was this weird Kickstarter charge, so we ended up in pounds, because I'm calculating it in pounds, getting about 2.2K, 2.2 to 2.3K off of that, right? Which again got the ball rolling. The amount of the you know what, the way that this game looks beautiful, the art in this game, right? The way that you have all of this immaculate card art in this game that you can look at, and the style of it looks so good. Genuinely, it's you guys that I have to thank for that, so I'm grateful. Oh, something from Tyler, right? Let's see here. Let's take a look. No, legitimately, right? Gear Team, yeah, you also chipped in a second time because you donated initially and then you donated again after the whole thing with the scammer happened. Yeah, no, thank you, right? Genuinely. Because I wouldn't have had the means to get the ball rolling. It would have taken longer. The thing about me is I would have done it, but it would have taken so much longer because yes, if I'm going to give everything to it, eventually I still would have had to quit YouTube. But because you guys were able to donate, I got to stay on and do YouTube longer and spend more time with you guys. Because, oh wait, how do I, oh, that's a cute password. Let's copy. Okay, so let's paste this in. Let's see what we got going on. Submit. So this is a build of Dance of 100 apparently, straight from Alexus. Right? I remember hitting close to 900 at the last second. Exact, like it was a whole madness. It was a whole madness. Scammer Kenobi. It was. I don't know if it was a scammer or just someone with ill intentions or someone who meant well and just didn't have the funds to actually put the money where their mouth was. But like a day before the Kickstarter was about to be completed, someone pulled out and they had donated like hundreds basically. And if you don't reach the goal, you don't get any of the money. So because this person pulled out at the last second, we were about to lose everything. So I remember doing a stream late that night being like, guys, I am screwed. And the homies came through, basically. Right? Okay, so let's see what's up. So thank you guys for that. Honestly, thank you. Okay, so we've got a bit of a build for Dance of 100. Now, this is again a 2D RPG, so it's a top-down type game where you're able to move around and you fight against the era. How do I play this? How do I play this is my question. What are my movement controls? That's my attack. Ah, that's up. Down, right. Nope, that was left. Left, right. Okay. Can I not get past the trees? I can get past the trees. Okay, beautiful. So, this is the game. I can pick up swords. Can they hurt me? Can I die? Am I immortal? Hold on, wait a second. If I pick that up, how do I equip? Where's my menu? I'm learning to play, because again, I set the notes for this game to be designed, but this is my first time actually getting to play it. Stay back. Stay back. Okay, so I don't have any of my weapons actually equipped. Oh, I can just beat ass with my hands. Come here. Come here. Ow, nope, never mind. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. How do I hide? Where are my swords? How do I put my sword on? I know that there's a pause menu. I just don't know which button to press. Ah! Ah-ha-ha! I'm unstoppable now. Okay, so I can equip the sword that I've picked up, and then I exit this. Holy shit, okay. Alright, come here. Let me beat your ass. Ow! Nope, I'm still getting hit for some unexplainable reason. I'm still being touched by... Am I dead? Did I die? How did I die? This game sucks. No, I'm joking. I'm just bad. How do I start over? Where's the again button? Where's the again button? I like this. Where is... Huh. Do I have to refresh the whole thing because I'm bad? I think I have to refresh the whole thing because I'm bad. Okay, fair enough. Right? But yeah. No, I remember hitting close. No, bro, Brandon, you know, what's it called? Gear, thank you guys, right? Yeah, so it's not a big deal. It's all passion. It's something special, and I just wanted to feed that potential flame. Bless, bro, bless. Will the game be coming to Steam? Summoner's Nexus will be mobile exclusive. Dance of 100 and Air will be Steam and will be... So, Dance of 100, actually, I haven't actually figured that part out yet, now that you ask me. Because in my head, Dance of 100 was a mobile game, actually. Huh. Anyway, we'll see. Tab, trash. Listen, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Why is the sword so big? The button is refresh. There's a refresh button on my keyboard? What? Dog, this is your game. You should be him in this world? No, because see, here's the thing. I design, I know good. I make, I know do. Right? I gave Tyler the notes to be like, oh, this is how all of this should work. That doesn't mean I have the skills to do it. Oh, so I do have to refresh the page to restart. Okay, got it. Right? Now with this, I actually want to sit down with it. And go through to see what feedback I have and to see exactly where we're at with the systems that have been designed, right? Pick up a sword, push tab, grab it in my inventory, put it over. Look at me getting better at the game. Okay, yeah, this is easy enough. I think I'm not used to using my... Am I dead again? Okay, so I hate this game. I hate this game, and I think it's bad. And whoever made it sucks. So, yeah. Anyway, this is something that we're working on. It's more passive than the other projects, but it's also still something that's in the works, like it's cooking in the pipeline. But as you can tell by the fact that I've never actually played a build, it is a more lax thing, right? But yeah, so that's what's up. Thank you for the build. Thank you for the build. So I'll play around with that and give you some feedback and whatnot at a later stage. So that's what's been up. That's what's been up, right? It really be like that. It really be like that, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, respawning would be helpful, man. Thank you. But yeah, this is... I'm so glad to be where I'm at, where like you can see the tangible proof of the work that's been put in. The only thing that's missing is the product, right? Like when do I see gain for all of the labor and all of the work that's gone in? And I don't know yet, but I'm just gonna keep on pushing until that happens. I don't have a plan necessarily. I have a loose plan, but a concrete one, no. I'm making this up as I go, but it's all gonna work out, is what I like to think. So yeah, that's it. I cannot believe it, honestly. We're almost at the top of the mountain. Genuinely, it's crazy to see how close we are, right? To all of it. Like, can you guys remember just doing all of this in Tabletop Simulator? Do you guys? Or when it was just concepts and ideas, and I was just talking, but now it exists. There's a whole book that's been written. There's a whole story mode that can be viewed. And there's cards, and there's art. There's all this original art, right? Oh, and the music. Oh, why did it disconnect? My leg touched it. Why do I have... I was about to say, why do I have legs? I'm not going to say that. I'm so grateful for the legs that I have. I would hate to not have those. So, thank you up there. Love you. Anyway, let's reconnect this, right? Like, yeah, there was a time where there was no real final goal in sight, right? Where streaming was that final goal in sight. And I feel like I sort of have deviated from that to quite a significant extent, where I would still like to stream. I would still like that to be something that I get to do at some point, but it's no longer the end all be all, you know? 2 years ago, we were just overwhelmed with Master Duel talking about this project. Now here we are, literally, right? It's honestly crazy. Even the fact that you know what? I know that this probably doesn't seem like a big deal, but even the fact that you can log in with Google makes me happy, right? That feels official. That feels like a real big boy thing. I don't know if it's just me, right? But that feels like a big boy thing to be able to do, to be able to log into my game using my Google account, right? Right? Oh, I didn't show you guys the character profile pages, actually. There's also character profile pages where you can just see the information about the characters with some art around them. Like, you just learn a little bit about them as people. This is the main character. His name is Torin. He grew up in Atlas 2. He's got a black sun tattoo on his back. It's not I say tattoo. It's part of the power system, right? So it's been 2 years of active development. Technically, the conceptual aspects of this have been in play for about 3 years. Because I started streaming actively, like YuGiOh specific, and this started happening around that period in time. It's 2024, 22, I think 2021. 2018 to 19 was when that happened. So 20... Yeah, it was either 2020 or 2021 where I got my own place and I was streaming out of there. I think it was 2020 where I was streaming, where I started streaming. And so the idea came shortly after I had started streaming. I say shortly, I'd been doing it for a couple months at that point. So I don't know the concrete timeline, but I would probably say it's been about 3 years since we were at the idea stage. But in terms of actively putting things in place, it's been about 2 to 2.5 years, right? Yeah, so 2020, there we go, right? Because I started working on the ideas for this project before Master Duel came out, right? Before we made the switch to Master Duel. So yeah, that'll be around when it is. Well, I shouldn't have moved so much. I'm out of focus now. Hey, come back. Thank you. Okay, right? But yeah, so these are just the different elements of what we've got in place. For all of these guys, oh, Leonidas's isn't working. Mana's is. For what Alexus just likes crazy girls. This is like his favorite character for whatever reason. She's insane, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, right? It's a whole thing. Have you played the Bujin Master Duel stuff? What Bujin Master Duel stuff? I'm not aware of any Bujin Master Duel stuff. I know not of this Bujin Master Duel stuff, right? Is it like new cards? Are there new Bujin cards? I haven't heard of any new Bujin cards, but I'll say no. I'll say a general no to that statement, right? Of course you do. Oh, my days. Anyway, but yeah. I am happy. Oh no, Alexus absolutely wants to be stepped on. That's got to be a dream of his. That has to be a dream of his, right? Anyway, so that's that. Like I said, I'm not gonna make any promises about like what kind of content I'm gonna be making, because as you can see, a lot has gone into where we're at, and there's still a lot more to give. There's still a lot more to go, and a lot more sacrifices to be made, which I'm in the process of becoming okay with that. Oh, the story mode. Yeah, I saw the story mode. Right? So if and when I'm able, maybe I'll say, hey, maybe we'll play some YuGiOh. Maybe we'll do something else. I don't really know. I don't really have it all figured out yet. I just know that we keep moving forward. That's all we really can do, right? So, in any event, I can fix her mentality. Bro, in any event, thank you guys very, very much for coming through, hanging out with me for the last hour or so. I'm going to hop off because I do have a little bit of lesson planning that I need to do. Because, I still have a 9-to-5 job. I've got students and whatnot, so that's always going to be fun. I don't want to fix it. You need help, brother. You need help. Anyway, you guys might be seeing more of me, or you might not. I don't want to promise consistency when I'm unsure because I don't like being wishy-washy. So I'm just know that I'm always doing my best because I want to make content that we can all enjoy and have fun with together and like just vibe out, right? So yeah, that's what's up. Have a wonderful night, you guys. I will see you guys when I see you, which I hope is relatively soon, genuinely. And take care, friends. If you see any videos or any streams from me coming up in the near future, just know that, like, yeah, I want to be about. I'm gonna try to be about, but I'm not gonna promise that I'll be about. So I don't let nobody down. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. And take care, you guys. Thanks.